Right, so here today we got a lot of stuff to talk about. As you all know, we actually got some buffs and nerfs to talk about here today because a lot of characters have officially gotten buffed. Today we're going to jump into it. First off, just so you know, a lot of characters that a lot of people have been commenting about, those characters are adjusted here today, so I think that you're going to really like this video. Again, also realize that there's a lot of characters that were missed, and I'm very curious why. They also have not published any bug reports if anything has been fixed on those aspects. As of right now, it's just the buffs and nerfs. So let's jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like it, sub up, it helps out massively. So first thing, yes, our first character is Aizawa. He officially is getting buffed here today, which is very good news, but it's a very small buff actually. So the damage that I used to get on his Gamma skill was about like 1 or 2 below this, so I'm very curious on what happened here. But it's a pretty small multiplier. On screen first, you'll take a look at the multiplier here so that you do see what they cooked up for Aizawa. His Gamma skill has been increased, but again, by a very small percentage, and you have to realize that that small percentage on top of that, because like when it's a small percentage, a small increase of percentage automatically equates to nothing, correct? So his now Gamma does about 20, and I'm pretty sure I consistently did about 18 to 19 damage with his Gamma maxed out last time, or prior to this. So I am very curious on, you know, the 1 damage increase, if that's really helping. Again, it's like overall 10% or 10 damage, right? Let's see how many hits he gets off. I think it's about 10, right? So realize that now. Yeah, I think it's around 10-ish. So he does basically an additional 10 damage now if you fully get his Gamma off. And that's it. That's the only change that Aizawa literally has, which I do think that his kick is really unreliable, but I mean, that didn't get adjusted, so I'm very curious what happened there. But yeah, Gamma got buffed. Again, those percentages or those values you saw on screen is basically what he looks like on that, but you let me know what you think. Hey, I'm just a messenger. That's all. And yes, sir, everyone's favorite character, Asui, officially has new nerfs. What nerfs does this character have? Check it out on screen. She does have her alpha skill damage reduced from 1.0 to 0.85 on all levels. So again, the tongue has been nerfed. The tongue is much different now. It does about 65 damage. I haven't played enough Asui to fully tell you how much that exactly is, but I were to max it out, it's going to be pretty different. But not only that, her beta skill is also nerfed heavily, so they literally nerfed the entire character, like, except her camo, which, by the way, her camo was nerfed last time during the last balance notes, so also realize that. But we got her skill maxed out here. So again, skill damage is reduced heavily. It's now 73 on max, which it was pretty different before, so that's actually pretty big. Then over here, it's 89 for the tongue, sideswipe, which is the beta skill. So again, those both have officially got nerfed. Not only that, they did actually kind of buff the character. So the reload time is actually going to be a little bit faster, 0.25 faster for each level there on the beta. And then again, the alpha, they actually nerfed the alpha, so that's there too. The alpha now only has 2 ammo capacity. Is that true? I mean, both have 3. Is it? Oh, so it's nerfed on level 1, 2, and 3. So past that, you're going to be fine. But yeah, I think that is not really an issue. You know, that entire thing, because you're going to really get past that. Early game, she might be a little bit more kind of problematic in that sort of sense, where when you're trying to run away, that's going to be a very big issue. But yeah, beyond that, I don't think that's really big of a problem. But early game, you got to get those, you're going to have to get, yeah, so in early game, you really have to get the alpha maxed out there. Because the beta's time reduced, not the alpha, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Oh, not only that, they also nerfed the beta skill aerial damage. That also dropped to a little bit. So again, 89 is what it did before, or yeah, around there, right? How much does it do for the aerial? Aerial does 82, so yeah, it's about 7 damage difference. So it's a bit of a difference there. Also, I am coming back to this later in the video just to show this to you, because I wanted to make sure this point is like very clear that this nerf is actually massive for the character, right? So it's like the point of what they're doing here is if your Asui is early game, you really need to prioritize leveling up that A, because you are not running away from any fight. Think about it now. Later in the video, you'll see another character whose movement, or 2 characters' movement, who got nerfed. But it's as if they took all the characters that had like that big movement, minus All Might, because he's not affected in this, by the way, spoiler alert, but they took all those characters and give him a nerf. So again, realize that like for the characters later on, and sorry, I'm like spoiling everything, for Asui, these 2 shots here are massive now that you have to make sure you get away. Like if you misfire one of them, you're done for, because 3 shots, that can get you pretty far. Think about that now, right? If I'm on top of the dome getting jumped, I can literally get over here, and I had 1 more full shot. But now other characters can catch up to you pretty fast early game, so you're going to really need to prioritize getting this out of skill 3, because look at that, at still level 3, you're not making it. Level 4, after this, you have 3 shots now, which is very big, so keep that in mind, that you have to get her A to level 4 now ASAP, otherwise, a lot is being removed. A full shot is being removed, so Early game Asui is pretty much heavily nerfed, and then all of her damage multipliers are heavily nerfed, and then her beta skill aerial damage is heavily nerfed. The only buff she got is literally beta being a little bit faster on 1, 2, and 3, and that's it. So she didn't really get that much. She got nuked. What the fudge? It also seems like Himiko Toga did get a change over here. Himiko Toga is beta skill consecutive slashes damage increased from 1.0 to 1.2. They also took the beta skill, oh my god, and gave it an extra kind of Q or extra ammo capacity, which is nuts. I'm shocked. Yeah, so you have 2 of these now, and the damage also got increased. What a weird change. Toga was actually a pretty solid character, and now they didn't lower it at all, so they just a complete buff to Toga. She's gonna be nuts with 2 of these in her thing. Like, as soon as you stop it, you turn into Momo in a way. I think Momo also has 2, so that is gonna be kind of nasty, and it's a pretty big damage increase actually. It's what, 2 flat in comparison to Aizawa, who got a very small buff. She got like an insane buff. Jeez, dude, jeez. We also have Izuku Midoriya here with a decent nerf. This character, for some reason, is getting nerfed out of the 3. I mean, I would say Bakugo is better than him, and Bakugo got a very small nerf here today. But Izuku Midoriya, he has a nerf where his entire reload times have officially increased. Again, from level 1 on screen, take a look, all the way to 12 seconds, 10 to 11 seconds, 9 to 10 seconds, 9 to 10 seconds again, 8.5 to 9.5, 8 to 9, 7.5 to 8.5, 7 to 8, 7 to 8, and then 7 to 8. So keep that in mind. That is going to be skill reload times on his gamma. So his gamma over here is the thing getting buffed. So his movement kind of got nerfed here, actually. Look at that. So yeah, that's going to take a while, actually. So it's an additional full second every time. So, I mean, up to you, but yeah, that's a weird thing. Deku, I've never seen him run away like that, but I mean, hey, do what you will with that information. Not bad. Next up, we have Momo. Yo, Momo got kind of nerfed to hell. Holy. So, and she wasn't even like a super broken character, but they took her beta reload time from 12 seconds. Look at this on screen. 12 seconds to 15 seconds. Okay. Well then, they took it again from 12 to 15 on level 2, 12 to 15, 10 to 13, all the way up until level 6, 10, actually level 7, sorry. Actually, scratch that, level 8, all the way till then. And then again, 8 to 11, so full-blown 3-second increase on her reload time, which is absolutely nuts. That means getting this beta skill to kick off is going to take a bit of time, but yeah, it was pretty strong, right? Because you get 2 hits off this if you didn't already know. If the person like is kind of getting in your way again, you can hit them twice. Like for example, right here, I'll be able to. Yeah, you can hit them twice. So I guess that's why they did it. But yeah, it's a 15-second increase for skill 1 there. But if you're getting into level 10, you'll be fine. But other than level 10, let me end this real quick and just see. I'm actually very curious, but yeah, looks like it's about 10 seconds. So yeah, let me know. Did Momo deserve that heavy of a nerf? She was not even seeing that much play, but okay. All right, this seems to be the last character in all of the buffs and nerfs for this entire update. The attack special reload time has officially been increased here on Bakugo, being now from 10 seconds to 12 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, dude, that's actually crazy. He got a full-blown 2-second kind of nerf here. So is that going to be really an issue for him? He still has a lot of movement, but that 2 seconds can make it or break it for you at a time where you really need that to kick off. But again, per match, that's going to be a little bit issue for him. But is it going to like drop his play that much? Probably not. It's not going to be like that much of an issue. But yeah, it looks like both Deku and Bakugo got a movement nerf. Both of them being across the movement skill, right? That's like the main movement skill. So they both got dropped there, but kind of fine. Not that it's a big issue for them. I think they're still going to be wonderful characters, but yeah, that's actually crazy that they all had that. I'm just shocked about Momo's. Momo's was like a huge nerf, dude. 3 seconds for that's crazy, but yeah, and the Toga got that buff over there. Very weird changes. Honestly, very weird changes.